for him on the year.
Down, 50, plant. Mike 50, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. 50's the mark. 50's the mark. Take four, take four.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Welcome back now to Denver. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th.
56, bullet high. Get it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. And that'll be incomplete. That one intended for Keenan Allen, and it's 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry, and he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on this one back to the 13. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A field flipper there, a 47-yard punt coupled with a loss on the return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
Here we go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
From the 38, Locke nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Throwing now is Locke. And Allen's got it. He got 29 yards that time. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Locke now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Locke now on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can into an error.
That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And the Chargers first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Complete. Hunter Henry with the ground. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Recon, 132 fighter. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Dobbins. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Bravo.
Mine's 50, mine's 50. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Mine 50, mine 50.
He's back to throw. He finds his receiver Williams for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead.
He wasn't ready. He wasn't ready.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. On the counter, here's Gordon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to